Okay, so what I was gonna say, that I very briefly started saying a couple episodes ago maybe, was I should perhaps start thinking about trying to introduce some kind of order to this garden just to make it feel more sane. I have a couple little things like, okay, here's my singular pond. The long grass doesn't really do anything, so I guess it doesn't really matter if it's just in this corner. I usually keep piñata houses here, in this corner. And this is where I put plants. I wonder if I could do something like saying, okay, this side of the garden. Well, no, it'll be the back part. The back of the garden will be for plants, I suppose. Then I could say I have like maybe a row of houses or something, a little area that is for houses. Yeah, let's think for a moment about how you want to organize all that. Since plants frequently prefer not to have any, I keep forgetting this is a shovel thing in this game. Not to have grass. Some are fine with it, but some aren't. Let's just say that this whole portion of the garden can be dirt. That's where we have our trees right now. It's where we can put other stuff too. And we'll fill in the dirt below this. Right now everything's just kind of organic. Okay, I've found myself putting this thing in this spot. And now that we've started to sort of decide on particular parts of the garden having particular things in it, we can try to start codifying that and consider whether some of these things ought to move a little bit too, actually. And we'll finally get rid of this one house that's up in the northwest here, the butterscotch is. Guess we're just about done reading those guys. Ah, goodbye. I don't want to sell all my fruit right now, because I'm not going to have any for breeding the butterscotches. Next we can refresh our fruit a little. If I have to pay 100 chocolate for something, it's not that big of a deal. Blackberries are thankfully pretty cheap if you need just any fruit. So I guess cutting grass isn't a thing anymore. You just plant short grass over long grass, it becomes short grass. Oh, no, it doesn't. And maybe you have to clear it entirely and then plant grass. I'm not sure how that works. Of course, in the console versions, you use a shovel to hack away the long grass and make it short grass again. Water doesn't really have, like, a purpose, really? A function? So I don't really know where to have the water be. I guess there's the one thing that water does have plants grow in it in this game. Okay, so that looks a bit different there. So I could perhaps, not if I want to get rid of any of my trees that I have right now, they're all actually quite useful. But I could get rid of one of the cheaper ones maybe, but I could turn maybe one corner of this, turn like a chunk of the plant space into water, because ultimately that's what water is for. It's for plants in this game. So I can have houses along the bottom here roughly. Maybe even just along the bottom in general. I've had produce buildings on the bottom right, I suppose. That doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. Yeah, otherwise that's kind of just the layout here. Let's listen to the snoring of that butterfly. Very nice. Get this down a bit lower. I'd like to have a bit more room for my plants. These lights here I'll probably replace with something somewhere else. It's hard to say. Alright, now it's getting to be morning, so you guys should be able to get out and stay out. You eat that first. I'll look at that Piñata Central notification in a second. Do you need to be happier? You need to be happier, you jerk. Happiness requirement's really annoying. Why are you going back inside? Oh, and have more race ants normally. Dude. Are they still doing this? It is daytime. You have no excuse not to eat. It is full sun out daytime. Come on. So that bird sound that's also used in Nintendogs. It's weird hearing that across multiple DS games. Come on. You need to be happy, but you can't be happy if you don't do anything that makes you happy, dude. Come on. Thankfully, normally, fulfilling the romance requirements makes them happy to start with. So it's not a problem. Okay, jeez. Probably in progress so they can find each other. Didn't even try. Oh, this brave soul's making an effort. I probably should fill this in right now. I just need to decide to put it somewhere else. Oh, is this thing dying? Oh, I don't think so. Still growing stuff on it. Oh, look at you. You finished the whole trek to get over there. Very good. Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to decide. I like that these are growing really frequently if I just need a lot of fruit. In the future, I shouldn't need as much fruit, is the thing. Right now, I've needed a massive, constant stream of fruit. These things, they don't grow as often, but they are worth a lot. But I guess what matters is like the rate of income, not how much the individual fruits sell for. But I should probably start growing another tree at some point. Let's watch this again. And that's only the first breeding with these two. I guess I turn the rest of these green and use those for Jamelians. It's just I need another Jamelian if I want to do that. I guess I could. Natural aggression scam me out of for a Jamelian. Yeah. I can live with it, I guess. I don't know how much they sell for. But yeah, I should probably turn these children green, all things considered. These just don't have a good place to be right now. I don't think I can move them. I think in Trouble in Paradise you can move things just by packing them up into the little storage space and then moving them somewhere else afterwards. But that's not a thing in this game. Storage would be great in this game. Speaking of storage, actually, now that I think about it, I'm curious, can I store stuff in this game? In the mail? Because you could do that before. And you would use the post office to move stuff between gardens. Of course you could send it to people too. They probably can in this game as well, but I don't care about that. So if I pack an apple. Oh, it doesn't immediately go in, that's weird. No? Send it to me. Okay, so you can keep stuff this way. I can probably keep piñatas that way too. I have mail. I can't name it or anything. Oh, that's painful. That's really painful. Oh no! Do I need to make a spreadsheet of which mail crates have what in them? Well, I can see it here, and I can say no. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, okay, so what I really ought to be doing now. What I really ought to be doing is things that I want to keep for later. Items that could, I don't know, spoil that I want to keep because they're really expensive or something. Or piñatas, more importantly, probably. I can put in storage with Gretchen for basically free, actually. These are the sorts of things that you take time to realize you can do when you don't read a bunch of stuff up online about the game. But yeah, finally figuring out a way to work around the restrictions of only having one garden. That's pretty important. So, I should confirm at least I ought to be able to put piñatas in here. And great, the cost is totally negligible, which is awesome. So for instance, if I just don't want to deal with you anymore, yeah, I can just stick you in there for now. That's nice. Cannot stick a tree in there. Cannot stick a building in there. I think basically anything that's not a piñata or a thing I can pick up is probably not possible to put into a crate. Okay. Nice animation. Is there supposed to be a second parent? There you are. Alright, well that's gonna be a thing to keep in mind now. Where'd that come from? Ew. I don't want to hurt to have a Jamilian here for the moment. Let's just get a Jamilian now to be able to breed them both. I just like where in the world to put my new water. Problem is I can't just move around my trees, which is really annoying. So just kind of what I want to do. But again, I can get rid of these two soon, probably, just because I won't need their fruit constantly anymore. And I can dedicate that corner to water, I guess. Just born and immediately unhappy. Thunk. You don't need to reach your house, it's not for you. Good. Game just refused to put the item there. Hey, okay, I guess it's too late in the day now. I wish there was any indication that was what was happening. I guess I'll sell these because I don't know if they'll stay good overnight. The one that just fell should be fine. I don't know if that was this or not. But more stuff should fall by morning anyhow. Okay. I only need to breed like one more, don't I? Yes. I can probably get rid of this tree now then. Not that one. The other one just as well, I suppose, but I'll get rid of this, and I can turn this corner kind of into water. I can put a bunch of water plants here. So we'll do some more renovations next time, I think is the plan here. And then we'll have a nice orderly garden. See you then. Oh, something happened.